So settling in and, trying to find a position that's comfortable, closing your eyes, settling in, letting the shoulders be relaxed, letting your arms and hands just rest loosely wherever it's comfortable. Letting your legs also be just loose, relaxed. Maybe also notice if there's any tension in your face. So we can often end up holding tension, particularly in the jaw or the forehead, around the eyes. So letting even the facial muscles loosen up. And just kind of reconnect with the intention of the practice of just being present, being aware, noticing details of whatever is coming up, or bring your attention back if your mind wanders off. Maybe just notice how your body is feeling overall right now. So for today's meditation, we're going to be particularly focused on body sensations. So notice that you can feel your body. Notice the various sensations. Just being aware of your body as it is. You might feel contact or even pressure of your body against whatever you're sitting on or resting on. If you're in a chair, you might feel your back against the back of the chair, the back of your legs, back of your thighs, pressing against the seat of the chair. Just in touch with your body, including the sensations of breathing. Notice that you can feel your breath just through feeling the movement of your belly or your chest. And now I'll invite you to bring your focus, your attention, right down to the toes of your left foot. Almost as if you're shining a spotlight or a flashlight on this area. Just feeling the toes of your left foot. Notice if you feel the toes touching each other, or maybe making contact with your sock or shoe or the floor. You might feel sensations on the surface or inside the toes. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, and imagine that you're breathing into your toes and then out from them. So breathing in, imagine your breath coming in your body, down your leg, down into the toes. And then breathing out from the toes. With each body area, as you breathe into it, sort of focusing your attention and feeling it even more. So now moving your attention to the bottom of the left foot. Noticing sensations there in the sole of the foot. Just feeling whether it's contact or pressure or any sensations that happen to be there. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the sole of the foot, and then breathing out from it. And then moving your focus now to the left heel, the whole back part of the left foot, the heel and the ankle as well. Notice if there's any pressure sensations where the heel might be pressing down against the floor. And then breathing into this area and then breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then shifting your focus to the top of the left foot. And just experiencing whatever sensations are there to be felt. Or if there's no sensations, that's okay too. Then you can just notice the lack of sensation. And then breathing into the area and breathing out from it, taking a couple of slow, deep breaths. And then breathing naturally again and letting your awareness expand to feel your entire left foot. So now that we've scanned through each part of the foot, just experiencing the left foot as a whole. Sensations inside the foot, and feeling all the way out to the surface of the skin. Feeling all the different types of sensations, different locations in the foot and in the toes. And then taking a couple of slow, deep breaths, breathing, and imagine that you're breathing into the foot, feeling it even more, and then breathing out from it and letting it go. And then moving your focus now from the foot up to the area of the left shin and calf. So the whole lower left leg between the ankle and the knee. Just feeling into the area, feeling any sensations on the surface or in the muscles and bones. And then breathing into the area and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to the left knee. Noticing any sensations perhaps inside the knee or around the kneecap or the back of the knee. And then breathing into the left knee and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. If you prefer, when you breathe into an area, you could just imagine it as your energy or your attention kind of moving into the area and then leaving it as you breathe out. And now shifting your attention, your focus to the left thigh. So there's the whole large upper part of the leg between the knee and the hip. Feel any sensations in the front of the thigh, or the sides, or the back of the thigh. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the left thigh and breathing out from it. Each time you breathe out in this way, letting your attention kind of dissolve from the area and just letting your whole body kind of relax a bit more. And then letting this awareness expand so you're feeling your entire left leg from the hip right to the toes. So we've scanned through each part of it, but now just being open to feel your entire left leg. Feel the position it's in. Notice any points of contact, touch, pressure. Or there might be sensations of temperature, or maybe even pulsations or tingling or other sensations. Just feeling the left leg and then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the left leg and breathing out from it. And then letting go of the focus from the left leg. And now bring your attention over to the toes of the right foot. Just notice if you can feel specifically just the big toe, or maybe feel the baby toe. or each of the toes in between. Or maybe you feel the toes touching each other, or just maybe a general feeling of the area. If you don't feel any sensation at all, you could maybe even just wiggle your toes for a few seconds and notice how you can then feel them. And then breathing into your toes and breathing out from them for a couple of breaths. And then shifting your focus, breathing naturally again, but moving to the bottom of the right foot, feeling into the sole of the foot, the instep, just noticing whatever you feel there. Remembering that the aim of this is not to really think about your body or think about body parts, but instead just to feel them. If thoughts do come up, that's okay. You just notice that those are thoughts and then just leave them alone. They can just float around in the background and keep your main attention on details of sensation. So now breathing into the sole of the foot and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then shifting to the heel of the right foot, feeling into this back part of the foot, the heel and the ankle. Notice any pressure if the heel is resting against something. And then breathing into the heel and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And now moving your focus to the top of the right foot, noticing any sensations you feel there. And then breathing into this area and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And now expanding to feel your entire right foot. Just feeling it as it is. From the inside of the foot right out to the surface. Notice the wide variety of types of sensations. And notice how they vary in intensity and location. And then just breathing into the right foot and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And now shifting your attention from here up to the right shin and calf area. So the whole lower part of the leg between the ankle and the knee. Just feeling into the area. And then breathing into this area and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then feeling into the right knee. Just noticing anything inside the knee or around the kneecap or the back of the knee. Noticing any sensations you might feel. And then breathing into the knee, breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then shifting your focus to the right thigh. Notice things you might feel on the surface. Sensations from the skin, all the nerve endings in the skin on the surface of the thigh, all around it. Or you might also feel sensations deeper inside the thigh, like from the muscles, especially the large quadricep muscle in the front of the thigh, or the hamstrings in the back of the thigh. Notice whatever you feel, and breathing into the thigh and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And now expanding this awareness to feel your entire right leg, from the hip right to the toes. Feel the position your leg is in, notice if it's straight or bent, or notice where it is in space, and notice anything it's touching, making contact with. Feeling all the various sensations on the surface and inside. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths. As you breathe in, imagine your breath filling the right leg. And then as you breathe out, imagine the breath coming back from your leg, back up your body and out your nose again. And then shifting your focus, now moving to the pelvis. Just feeling sensations from the buttocks, the groin, the hips, the whole pelvic area. Notice any pressure where the sitting bones are kind of pressing down into the seat of the chair. And then breathing into the pelvis and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then now moving your attention to your back. Maybe first feeling into the lower back. Notice especially if there's any tension there. And feeling the middle and upper parts of the back as well. If your back is resting against something, you might feel contact. And breathing into your back and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving to your abdomen, to the belly, feeling any sensations there. Notice if you can feel the belly moving as you breathe. You might feel it expanding a little when you breathe in. Or just notice any sensations perhaps on the surface of the skin or the muscles underneath. Or even sensations from inside your abdomen. You might feel sensations from your stomach or intestines, bladder, other organs. Just feeling into this area and then breathing into your belly and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. Maybe feeling it expand as you breathe into it, almost as if you're filling a balloon and then letting it deflate. And then shifting your attention up to your chest, noticing sensations there, perhaps on the surface, or even inside the chest. You might feel sensations of your heart beating or sensations from your lungs. And then breathing into your chest and out from it for a couple of breaths. So as you breathe into it, letting your lungs fill and feel the chest expand. And then feeling your lungs slowly empty as you breathe out. And now letting go of this area and moving your attention over to the fingers of your left hand. The fingers have a lot of nerve endings, so there's often much more vivid, more obvious sensation, especially the fingertips. Notice if you feel the position your fingers are in, or just feel the thumb and then each individual finger. And then including the palm and the back of the hand as well, and the wrist. so that you're just feeling your entire left hand. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the left hand, and then breathing out from it. Then moving your focus now to the left forearm. So the area from the wrist to the elbow, including the whole elbow joint. Just experiencing this area as it is, feeling into it. And then breathing into the area and out from it for a couple of breaths. And then feeling into the upper part of the left arm, from the elbow to the shoulder, including the whole shoulder area. Just feeling whatever sensations are there to be felt. And then breathing into this area of your arm and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then letting go of the focus from here and bring your attention to the fingers of the right hand. Feeling your right thumb and then each individual finger. Feeling all the various sensations on the surface and inside the fingers. And then including the palm and back of the hand as well, and the wrist. So you're just feeling your entire right hand. And then feeling into the forearm, from the wrist to the elbow. Feeling any sensations there on the surface, muscles, maybe in just the elbow joint itself. And then breathing into this area and out from it for a couple of breaths. And then feeling into the upper part of the right arm, right up to and including the whole shoulder area. And breathing into the area and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And next, moving your attention up to your neck. Notice maybe sensations on the surface of the neck, from the skin. Or notice any sensations in the muscles of the neck. Notice if there's any tension. Maybe even feeling deeper into the neck. Perhaps any sensations from your throat. And then moving your attention up to your face. Just first, just feeling into your chin and lower jaw. Notice if there's any tension in the jaw. And then feeling your mouth, the whole area of your cheeks, your lips, tongue, and the inside of the mouth. And then feeling your nose. Notice sensations of the nose itself, or even perhaps the sensations of the air flowing in and out of the nostrils. And then feeling your eyes, noticing sensations from the eyes themselves or from the eyelids, the whole area around the eyes. And then feeling into your forehead, across to the temples, especially notice any tension in this area. And then feeling your ears, as well as any physical sensations from your ears. Notice how sounds are coming into them. And then finally feeling up to the very top of the head. Feeling any sensations from your skull or scalp, hair, top of the head around to the back. And then letting this awareness expand. So now that we've scanned through the whole body, just feeling your entire head and face, and feeling your whole body as well. So now just being in touch, connected with your body as a whole, your entire body from head to toe, feeling your body as it is right now. And including the awareness of the body, notice the sensations of breathing, feeling of your breath moving in and out, or just you're feeling your whole body as something that you can always reconnect with to ground yourself back in the present moment. Staying with your body like this until you hear the bell ring. And even then, continue to be mindful by being mindful of the sound of the bell, noticing the details, and continuing to pay attention even after that. Seeing if you can bring some degree of this mindfulness to the rest of your day.